So before this video gets going, I do just want to point out that I have a Discord server, suggest new video ideas, or just hang out and chat with the rest of us. And if you end up liking what you see here today, you'll pretty much like everything else on my channel, so hit that subscribe button. Thanks. Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we have a bit of a situation on our hands. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of crazy. And if I'm really honest, those of you who are watching that have girlfriends or have significant others, this might actually put the fear of God in you, so just a heads up in advance. Now, why do you say that, one might ask? Well, it's because of this story in particular that has to do with a college girl that I won't really show the name of, but she ended up sleeping with her boyfriend's dad. Now, you might recognize these two from Twitter if you've been on that platform at all recently. This story's been blowing up over there, and the reason why I came across it was because of a couple of tweets. One in particular I remember seeing recently by Jack Mack, saying logging into Twitter and seeing everyone talking about your dad banging your girlfriend has to be generational trauma. Immediate inpatient therapy is what I'd recommend, and the dad better pay for it too. Not to kill the humor in all this, but on a human level, I doubt anyone can even comprehend the level of pain this kid is in. Having your girlfriend cheat on you sucks, especially when nobody knows about it, but having your girlfriend cheat on you with your dad, causing your parents to divorce probably, with that causing lifelong trauma, having thousands of people drag you on the internet for being a cuck, that could actually send you off of a ledge. People have ended their lives over so much less. Just can't imagine how hard his life has gotten derailed simply because of his scumbag dad and his girlfriend. Now, of course, there's a little bit more to this story than just that explanation, so I figured I'd try something new and ask Grok, the Twitter AI, to help summarize this event. And this is what it had to say. The story you're referring to involves blank, a University of Mississippi student who became the center of a viral social media storm in late February 2025. The saga kicked off around February 25th when unverified posts on X and supposed Snapchat screenshots claimed that she had slept with her boyfriend's dad, who is a private banker. The tale goes that the girl and the dad were at a youth basketball game together, watching the boyfriend's little sister play before heading out to dinner and drinks, alone might I add, after dropping the sister off. Things allegedly escalated from there, with them hooking up, and this apparently happening in the son's room, complete with the salacious detail about the dad wanting to mess with her where his son does. The boyfriend reportedly found out, but chose to stay with her, which only fueled online frenzies. By February 26th, she and her college Ole Miss were trending on X, with memes, speculation, and even rumored meme coins popping up. Posts on X painted a wide picture, some claiming Snapchat screenshots showed her as a serial cheater who paid guys to keep quiet, while others mocked the boyfriend for staying. The Ole Miss student section allegedly chanted her name at a baseball game, turning her into a campus legend overnight. The dad's LinkedIn page reportedly vanished, and the girlfriend's social media page went private as photos of her began to circulate. But apparently, this is where it flips. On February 27th, the girlfriend broke her silence, calling it a deliberate and coordinated cyber attack, spreading categorically false information that was also defamatory. She said she had received hate along the lines of people telling her to off herself, and her family had reported it to campus police, local authorities, and even the FBI. The boyfriend even backed her up, denouncing the rumors as well, with a GoFundMe account made for her dad, echoing the victim narrative. Suddenly, the story shifted from scandalous gossip to a potential case of cyberbullying or a hoax gone nuclear. Right now, it's a bit of a he said, she said, with no hard proof either way, just viral rumors, denials, and a lot of noise on Twitter. Alright, so first things first, if we're going on the assumption that this actually happened, are we really that surprised? Like, for those of you who aren't as new here on the channel, you know, we cover stories like this all the time, or rather, you know, not specifically like this, more in this range, I guess. And, you know, this is exactly why you gotta read what you see on Twitter sometimes, not all the time, because a lot of it is just BS. But in my case, I saw this picture a while ago. Like, I'm talking about like a couple of days ago. I want to say at least half a week ago, when this stuff started actually getting more popular and like stuff started getting reported. I just kept scrolling through Twitter, you know what I'm saying? But I guess another reason why I say, are we really surprised, is because, you know, she's a college girl, right? For those of you who are in university, who actually, you know, go to the campuses and stuff like that, I've been told many times by people who actually go to college, HBCU or just a regular college, maybe even some Ivy League schools do this. I'd imagine so. It's best not to have a girlfriend when you're in college, not unless you know you can really trust them. And even then, it's still a 50-50 as to whether or not they're going to get fucked the next day. Guys cheat on the girls too. You know, everybody cheats on everybody. It's like a free-for-all almost. And the worst part is, it wasn't even a student that did this. Like I said before, if we're operating off of the assumption that this has actually happened, I don't even think I could ever put myself in the boyfriend's shoes. I mean, first of all, you grow up with your dad, trusting, loving this guy, right? And this guy just totally backstabs you. Holy shit, bro. This has got to be on par with when Gwen Stacy got pregnant by Green Goblin. Or even when Spider-Man got cucked by Paul. It's almost like the type of stuff that you would see in a movie, right? And instead of having a normal reaction to it, which is crashing the fuck out, like, let's be real, like, who wouldn't? This kid takes her back. Oh my God. You know, there's a saying that God gives his strongest battles to his toughest warriors. And my God. And you know, as I'm reading this story, I'm just like, bro, there is no way, like, it didn't go through your mind that as she was getting destroyed on your bed, that it probably slipped out and she put it back in, my brother. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. There's no way it didn't go through your mind. And again, like the explanation said, you know, it's a he said, she said at this point, you know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of other statements, including by her parents, which, you know, we'll read in a second, but she apparently has been trying to open up a case about this. She's been telling people not to leak anything if you know anything about it, right? Don't leak anything like her name or whatever, or else you're going to get sued, you know, which is a part of the reason why I don't include her name in this or anybody else's name. It's just a public story. I should be good. She says here in her Snapchat post, suing you if you post. My parents know. The other one says, I'm not posting it anywhere. She says, go fuck yourself. The other person says, I swear to God, I'm not posting. Maybe you shouldn't have fucked his dad. I'm not gonna lie, bro. After that, she has to have a mean comeback, right? She's typing something, but like, I don't know what she said. And now from what the explanation was talking about, apparently the boyfriend also was covering for her, saying that the whole thing was fake and it was a hoax or whatever. But as we all know, people have done way worse. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but I did a story a few months ago, maybe a year ago, on that whole man or the bear thing. I don't know if you guys remember when that was going on, but a part of that video was a woman talking about some guys having sex with a water monitor lizard. And no, while that doesn't exactly have connection to this, my point is that people are capable of way worse. And, you know, we've seen that here on the channel. Now, of course, like I said before, we're going to take a look at a statement that her parents posted on their Facebook. So it begins up by saying this. By now, some of you know my daughter. She has been the subject of a totally categorically false, malicious, organized, and defamatory cyber attack. She has been publicly doxxed, and our family has been forced to take protective measures to ensure her safety. We have filed police reports with local law enforcement and Oxford University of Mississippi campus police. The viral and interstate nature of these false attacks even led Congressman Wesley Hunt to get the FBI to reach out to our family today to join in the investigation to find those who are responsible. Further, I have engaged a highly capable forensic data private investigator to find these perpetrators. At this stage, we suspect that there is some sort of fraternity and it was a prank, but it just mushroomed out of control. I refuse to let my family be targeted, and I'm fully committed to pursuing all criminal and civil actions available. To those responsible, we will find you. While our family has the resources to defend ourselves, many other victims of similar attacks do not. Accordingly, we have decided to start a GoFundMe, whose goal is to provide seed capital towards starting a new foundation to set up to provide much needed assistance to less fortunate targets of cybercrime. Now, of course, that first part was just our parents talking, but the girl in question also gets in on the response by basically echoing the same sentiment that the AI did and saying that this whole thing was a defamatory stunt. She also ends up blaming things like ESPN, Pat McAfee, Antonio Brown, and a bunch of other organizations and Twitter accounts and people who have been talking about the situation because, you know, as I said before, it is a big situation, you know, who's not going to talk about it. Apparently saying that they only helped in making the situation explode even more, leading to thousands of harassing calls and texts of sick and demented natures. And finally, I just want to end up with this perfect tweet. It actually poses a really interesting question, one that I haven't said here, probably you haven't thought about, but this guy says that the insane part is that even after she hooked up with her boyfriend's dad, the boyfriend kept dating her after finding out. Which begs the question, how good is this girl's box? Now look, for both the dad and the son to want it, and for the son to still want it after all of this, I'm not going to say it, but I'm pretty sure we're all thinking the same thing. This is just an insane situation, man. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button. If you want more content similar to this, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Sub up, stay safe, and peace.